Welcome back. Yes, the conversation this morning is continuing, and of course, whenever we set out to do something here on NTM Channel 5, we always want to do it to the best of our abilities, and that's why this morning I want you to join I and Debbie as we warmly welcome our guest to the studio. Good morning, sir, and thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you. It's always my honor to contribute in nation building.
Thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
having you on our program this morning. Yeah.
Our guest this morning, I'm sure you already know him just by seeing his face. Yeah, well, he's none other but Mainasara Kogo Umar, an elder statesman, a public affairs analyst, and of course, somebody I like to refer to as a custodian of Nigeria's rich history. It's such a pleasure having you on the program this morning.
Thank you very much.
Thank you
Yes.
once again.
Happy independence.
Happy
Yes, sir.
independence. You're welcome.
As we celebrate Nigeria's independence, once again, questions are being asked about its unity. A very diverse country, yet continues to surprise people by its continuous stay together. So let's hear from you. Is there any secret to Nigeria's unity?
Well, it's most regrettable that 64 years after the Nigeria's independence, we are still talking on the question of unity. Constitutionally speaking, Section 15, subsection 1 of the Constitution gives us a motto: unity and faith, peace and progress.
Yes.
And the principal aspects of the Constitution, talking about sections 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 21, 23, and 24, all of them prohibits anybody to do anything in the governance of the country on the altar of sensationalism. In other words, on the altar of differences of tribe, differences of religion, differences of geopolitical belonging, differences of you are rich, you are poor, or any other. Therefore, the sanctity of these constitutional provisions is simply to reposition Nigeria on its own destined pedestal. When the people that struggled for the independence of Nigeria under the coordination of Queen Elizabeth in 1956, when they met in Nigeria, they anchored on unity. Unity. All the regions brought about, a compendium of their blueprint on how they will develop. But studying the blueprint, they now concluded that, okay, we cannot succeed without one another. Therefore, they now concluded that they need one another in a symbiotic relationship. The 1957 parliamentary elections, when the Northern People's Congress won the majority, it couldn't still have the required majority. It had to go into extending the hands beyond the rulers to get partnership with NCNC, courtesy of the stewardship of let's say Zungu, who midwife the understanding between NPC and NCNC. And at the end of it, they now came and agreed, okay, let us have a government of national unity. So Ahmadu Bello was the first to say Zik should become prime minister. Zik said, no, let Chief Obafemi Awolowo become prime minister because he has more knowledge of the economy and bureaucracy of civil service than me. But they said, no, but you are a world-class journalist. You have been in United States, in Britain, in Germany, in Ghana. West African Pilot, your own magazine was the one that was at the arrowhead of the struggle for the liberation of most of the countries in Africa. But he said, no. Himself and Awolowo Awolowo said, if democracy is a game of number, then the party with the highest seats should be the one to produce. Then they said Ahmadu Bello as the chairman of the NPC. Ahmadu Bello said, no, the nation is over and greater than myself.
Yes.
Anybody that look at me from the extraction of aristocratic background of the Sultanate, with the turban, with the gown, with the rosary holding like this, anywhere I go, they will give a wrong impression that Nigeria is 100% an Islamic country. He said, I will not be fair to those that are not Islamic adherents. He said, I will not be fair. But let us have somebody that will be socially, ethnically, tribally, and in all respects, more acceptable. Somebody that anywhere he goes and speaks, it will add value to Nigeria because of the natural endowment in his voice talking about Sir Abubakar Tafawa Balewa, from a minority tribe in Bauchi State. He said, let him go and become the prime minister because he is a member of our party. He contributed more than all of us because the headquarters of the NPC in Kaduna along Ahmadu Bello was donated by Tafawa Balewa. It was his personal residence. He said, let him be the prime minister. They called him. He was preparing to go to National Assembly. They said, be the prime minister. So that if you are wrong as the chairman of the party, I will discipline you. You know, that was the decision. Then they look at your value, they make you there, rather than bringing about ethnocentric cleavages of sensationalism. So what we are needing is national cohesion, national unity. The 134 different mineral resources built in the ground. No country in the world has such wealth. We have all it takes to develop, but only if we will understand one thing, the originality of human creation. All of us are from one source, Adam and Eve. God decided to give us different people, different religions, different tribes. For you to understand the dynamism in Him, you will be able to do benefit. Once you understand that, then you maximize the differences and multiply the goodness of it. And at the end of it, will emerge as the destined country that is one of the greatest superpowers, the leader of the black world, and the destined country that should lead Africa.
Thank you very much. You know what just happened to me?
Yes.
I just came out from the history room.
Today is the 64th anniversary of Nigeria. We're running out of time on the show, but very quickly now, just give us your vision for this country, say in the next decade.
The vision is already there in the map of Nigeria. River Niger is like this, River Benue is like this. At the center of it, it goes down to the district. It symbolizes prayer.
Yeah.
If you look at it, it symbolizes prayer. God has given us everything. Therefore, we should pray to have commonality of spirit. Spirit of what? Spirit of developing where God has destined us. Spirit of developing Nigeria. At the time we have that one, then we put Nigeria over and above ourselves. Wherever you will find yourself, think of yourself as representative of God to make that place better than the way you meet it. By the time we now take and buy that principle, sky is our limit for the trajectory of the development of Nigeria to super greatness.
I think we need an applause for all of this. Thank you so much, sir, for being part of our show this morning.
This beautiful history with us and inspiring us for the years to come.
See me as
this why.
This why. Prayer for Nigeria and see me as. All right, thank you so much, sir. We've been talking with Mainasara Kogo Umar, a public affairs analyst, an elder statesman, and of course, a custodian of Nigerian history, like we told you from the beginning. You know, to build Nigeria, it is our collective responsibility. So we have to come together as one to make our nation, Nigeria, work. It is still 64th celebration here with us on the Unity Station 98 Channel 5 Abuja. Let's go on this quick break. When we come back, we have more for you. Stay with us, please.
Nigeria, we hail thee, our own dear native land.
Happy 64 Independence, Nigerians. My name is Mejida Adamukuku, SA to the Honorable Minister of State on Social Investment Programs. On behalf of the staff of Social Investment Programs, FCT, we wish the President of Nigeria, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, happy independence. We also wish FCT Minister, Barrister Nyesom Wike, and with his supportive minister, Dr. Maria Mahmoud Bunkure, on this special occasion of Nigerians' independence. We wish Nigerians happy independence. Nigeria is great and Nigeria will be great.